It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
I'm Brandon Jones, host of the Teen Mental Health podcast, It Is Not Your Fault.
And I'm Lambert Fisher, family therapist and host of the Diversity Dude podcast.
We're not always going to be all right, and that's what makes us human. Often, when we're in pain or even thinking of suicide, we may not want others to know, but you'll feel better if you talk to someone. And you can do that safely and anonymously.
We can recognize when loved ones are not okay. They bottle up, they isolate, they're angry.
That's why we want you to know about 988, Minnesota Lifeline, for someone you're worried about or even yourself.
Anyone with an emotional or mental health related need can call, chat, or text 988 for free, confidential support. You can connect with 988 to discuss difficulty with money, relationships, anxiety, your job, concerns about drug or alcohol use, grief support, figuring out your identity, and more.
You don't even have to identify yourself or the person you're calling about, and no insurance is needed.
988 is available 24/7 year-round and can interpret in more than 200 languages.
So take a brave step. Call or text 988.
Or chat at 988lifeline.org. You don't have to do this alone.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, summer is ending.
Gosh, can you believe it?
It's Labor Day weekend. You know, that's when you know that summer is ending. School has started.
Oh, my gosh. You know, I'm just shocked at where did the summer go?
I know it went fast.
It went pretty fast.
Do you believe that time is going by faster than
it is? You know, when you get older, the older you get, the faster. Okay, so that's when you know you're getting up there, when it starts going by this fast. Yeah. But ladies, there's a lot of people going out of town this weekend for Labor Day. They say it's going to be a big travel. Are you all going anywhere?
What about you, Vet?
I am traveling over to. I'm in Texas, so I'm traveling over to Surfside Beach.
Oh, okay.
Coast.
Cool.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, tell the listeners about what you're going to be doing in Surfside.
So my family rented a beach house, and so we're just going to chill out for the weekend, you know, have some fun. We're going to have family. It's just my immediate family that's going to be staying in the beach house. And then we're having a family day on Saturday where other people can just come and visit.
That is cool.
So y'all can come and visit us if you want to.
Are y'all celebrating something, or it's just for the Labor Day weekend?
It's just for the Labor Day weekend.
Wow, see, that's pretty cool. So you know, when you got a nice family that actually likes to travel, that could be fun, and that makes sense.
What about restaurants? I think we went to a restaurant in Surfside when we were down there once. That was really.
You went to Surfside?
We were in Kemah.
We were in Kemah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not going to Kemah. We're going on the other side.
Other side. Okay.
Just think of Padre Island on the other side.
Okay.
It's not on the. It's not on the 45 Galveston side. It's on the other side.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, because when you're in Houston, I mean, with the beach is like 45 minutes or less than an hour away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna go with the flow. Next week I'm gonna be going to Brazil. So
Wow. Wow, congratulations.
yeah, you know me, I'm always
Ooh,
trying to do
yeah.
something, but I'm
Mhm.
doing something really different. I don't know. I'm a sports person, and usually the NFL have one game abroad,
Okay.
somewhere in Europe. This year it'll be in Brazil. So I'm actually
Okay.
going
Wow.
out to a football game,
Okay,
going
that'll
to
be fun.
see um Green Bay and I think the Eagles. I think
Okay.
like I think that'll be like the beginning of the regular season. So that'll be like their first regular season game. So I'm gonna go out and do that and never been to Brazil before, but I've heard just the craziest things about pickpocketers. So I'm
Okay.
really,
That's what I
really
was wondering. What are you doing to prepare for a overseas trip to
Y
Brazil?
and it's like 10 hours, so you know
Wow.
what? I didn't realize, how you buy, I'm like, "Oh, yeah," I'm thinking Mexico. When I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
Me
10
too. Yeah,
you
I
didn't
was
know
might
that
go a
you
little
was
further, yeah, but not
10 hours?
not 10 hours.
10
You may have
hours."
a layover. Do you have a layover somewhere?
It's 10 hours.
Wow.
It's a
I
direct
mean,
flight.
that's not bad,
Oh, I do have a layover. I'm sorry, I do have a layover.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Is it
yeah,
total 10 hours with the layover
it's
or
total
just
10 hours with the layover, but the
oh,
layover is
so that's
literally
not
like a
bad.
like a couple like an hour, and then I get on a plane and go to the next
Okay.
destination.
Okay.
So it's not like a large layover, but I'm like, this is interesting in the sense that I'm usually more prepared, but now I'm starting, it's probably about a week out, and I'm really starting to see what do I need to do to get ready for this trip because it is going to be a little different and it is kind of it's going to be not, it's going to be with not the Jet Set and Divas, but I am going with a companion and it's going to be a little different. I'm thinking because it's not like I'm gonna be doing some beach fun. So do I bring a bathing suit? Do I not? Things like that. And I'm like, because we may not have time to do all
Well,
that.
have you done your research about we know you're going to a football game. Have you done your research whenever you're going somewhere, we always do research about
Yeah.
okay, so oh, look at this. I want to go here. Or I want to experience this. Do something different out of the box that nobody has ever done before.
See,
Have
I'm
you
not
done
going
your
with the Jet
research?
Set
I
and
would
Divas.
I would say go on Instagram and do a
Yes.
search, and when you do
Okay,
a
maybe
search
I
on
do.
Instagram, it'll be a
Yes.
lot of reels that'll come up to say, like, things to do. What city will you be in Brazil?
I'll be in Paulo.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, you can
going
take
to be, and I'm not gonna be near Rio de Janeiro or anything like that. But
go to Facebook and go to some of the groups and putting in different and you can
yeah,
whole itinerary of what you wanna do.
Yeah.
You brought up pickpocketing, so are you prepared for that?
well, I've been buying a lot of pockets that have pants, like jogging pants that have
Cargo. Cargo.
like
Ah,
zippers, a lot of
are
zippers
you
on it.
ready to fight if you have to?
You
Cargo
know what?
pants.
But what I do have is like my phone already has my credit cards and things like that in the back of it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna keep that. More like securing my passport. I bought some vests that have like they're kind of like the fisherman's vest that you can kind of wear.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna have some of those items, and I'm really. It's gonna be a really really different trip because like us, we would be adventurous and maybe go hiking and zip lining or some crazy things like that. But I'm not going with someone who like nature. They don't like nature, so that's going to be a lot different. So things that are in the woods, things that are,
Well, there's other out of the
Yeah,
box
there sure
things
or
that
you can you if maybe you just wanna chill some at the
you may
hotel. The
go
thing
to
ab yeah.
a nice
Yeah,
resort
nice
so we
spot.
have a
resort.
resort. We have a hotel, but it's by the airport. Okay, so it's because we're not a beach person. So
You
So
know,
you just
that's
need to go
different.
on Instagram and
Okay,
do your
so
searches.
you gotta go with the Jet Set and Divas when you wanna get out
Some
and do some
adventure.
yes,
fun things because
yeah. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be more relaxation, maybe some food,
That's what I was
some
about to say. There's probably
sightseeing,
some
because I
great
think they have a lot of
restaurants.
ruins and they have a lot of
Okay.
cultural things there. So it may be a little bit more of that and less of, I'm not going to be doing no excursions. I already know that. And, I'm probably not going to get on no, four wheelers. But so we'll see.
The
We'll never
game
know.
should be fun though. That
The
should
game
be
should be
really
fun.
fun. The game will be fun. Yeah,
And
that'll be
let me tell you some interesting stuff about, traveling to an NFL game out of, somebody like what they do here bought all the tickets and then they jacked up these prices because the tickets were like
mhm.
$900.
wow.
And so they can't sell them. So over the last few days, the tickets have gone from $900 down to almost $100.
Well,
So
that's
we're
good.
we're kind of waiting it out, and then we'll
Yeah.
grab our tickets because we really just want to be in the place. We ain't necessarily have to be at the right on the 50-yard line or anything like that. So
I've even went to games before and got really great deals just a few hours before the game starts.
yep,
So if you
yep,
all are able to hold out, maybe you can get a
yep.
really, really good
And we could
deal.
hold out because it was a kind of a whim type thing. So definitely would we're gonna wait it out, and I'll go on Instagram and see what's out there. And then what else? I mean, what else is
I
going
was okay,
on?
so I would want to bring up something else. You said this is a 10-hour flight. So, what things are you doing to prepare for this long flight? I know we had talked about before we saw this thing on Instagram or and even on TikTok where these people they weren't drinking any water. They were saying they were like raw dogging it. They're not drinking any water. They're not eating anything. They're just on the flight for an overseas flight. They're just sitting there the whole time, not
Why?
reading anything.
Why?
It's like a new thing that people are doing. It's like
Because you don't want to have
really
to go to the restroom.
I don't think it's the restroom. I think it's just that this new thing that they're doing where they're just like they are just in meditation the whole flight. They're not doing
No,
Oh,
anything. They're not. Now I
no.
knew
is
that
it
I'm
a
was on
downloaded
us.
fast?
like five.
Are
I'm
they
got five
fasting?
seasons for sure.
Fasting on a flight? Fasting on a flight?
They're not eating,
That's
but
different. Now,
Yeah,
I know people who do this. They go and take long haul flights just to get the miles, and they
wow.
want to sit in first class. These people want to eat and drink and relax
see,
in
that's
Well,
what I'm talking
that's
first
about.
me. That's
in
That's what
me.
I'm.
first class, and they will fly somewhere, maybe stay one night and jump right back on the plane and fly back
To
because
get
they
the
want the
miles.
points.
Wow, to get the points. Okay.
That now that makes sense. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see
Yeah.
that because I think a lot of it is, I'm taking an American flight, and they always got some drama going on with American. So I'm praying that we go fine on American. I'm definitely gonna just download like there's a couple
But
of
you sh
seasons of shows that I've never
you
seen.
shouldn't have to on American. They should actually have,
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
entertainment
be able
there
to get
for you.
your
So
Yeah, I'm not trusting that.
you wanna watch your own
I want to
stuff.
I want to watch like a series of something that I've
Okay.
always wanted to watch, as opposed to throwing the check. Because you know what, as many may think, I'm not really a big watch TV movie person, and I'm probably more of a series person. So I'll watch a series. So I'll try to do something like that, or entertainment. Being a companion, we'll probably play cards and play some games and things like that. Like electronic games or app type games. But other than that, I you know me, I've been doing really good. I've been drinking, but I think that'll be a probably something I will do is probably have a couple of cocktails and sleep.
I would say get up and walk around too, because a lot of times on those long
Oh yeah,
flights,
you
you'll
have to.
swell up. So you
Yeah,
need to get up.
yeah,
You need to get up and walk around a little
Don't you
bit,
come?
move around. Another hack when we went over to Bali, we sat near like an area where we could get to the restroom really
yeah. The galley,
easily.
yeah, the
We got to
galley.
the galley so we get to the snacks. So there are a lot of things you can do when you're going on those long
Yeah,
haul
because people
flights.
get up. I mean, they have like those galley areas where you can get up, go and talk to people
Get
instead of the
snacks.
people that you that that you're
I'm like,
with
I
or
don't know
whatever. Get up and have conversation. It helps the time
to go
go
by.
out, quickly.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but what are your thoughts about, so now that I purchased kind of a basic ticket, I'm getting all of these upgrade your ticket. Would you upgrade your ticket
So what's
for
the price? What is
like
the price they're
like
saying?
about maybe like
That's
$160?
not bad.
Okay, but what is it
No.
upgraded to? Is it first
Upgraded
class or business
It's a
class?
business class, so that
Mhm.
upgraded to
Okay.
business, and there's an upgrade to first class, but I'm a
So, I
little
don't
weird
think
because
it's
I've been
bad
hearing
under
like the food.
$200.
But you heard how those people got sick on that last American flight because of the
Mhm.
food contamination, and it was like bad food, or their I
Wow.
guess their storage of the food went bad and people got really sick. So I don't really have to have the meals. I
You
can.
know, but 10 hours they gonna give you some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember, I don't know if
Whether you stay
Bali.
in
I didn't
base.
particularly like anything that I ate
Mm.
when we went to Bali and when we went to Turks. I just
Well, it's gonna be different.
yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
like that food. And
You
I
know you're gonna bring
question.
your own snacks.
Yeah, because
But
I'm
I
pretty
would
much
say
like,
go for that upgrade. That's what I would say.
yeah. So
If
I'm
it's
thinking,
less than $200.
yeah, and I guess would you go for it if you have a layover? Because now I got to maybe get off a plane and go on another plane.
Yeah, you're
So then
right.
which
Now that's
leg? So
something
I'm kind of
yeah,
looking at what
you're
leg
right.
of the flight I would
Yeah.
actually take an upgrade because it's not like the entire flight. It would be like one leg of the flight. So I don't
It
want to
depends.
upgrade between here and Miami or something like that.
I would do it on the last leg if it's half and half, like 5 hours,
Yeah,
5 hours. I would do it like on the last leg, so you can just really get, you know,
yeah.
a certain type of treatment prior to getting to your destination.
Yeah, and I
I
may
mean,
look
that's
at
just
I
me.
may look at the time because I may be saying 10 hours because I know we leave like 7 p.m., but we get there at 7 a.m. So I'm thinking it may be just 5 hours. It may be just a time.
What's the
Uh,
time difference?
it's about 5 or 7 hours, something of sort. I have to.
Okay.
But you
Yeah, I
know
was.
what I would say something else that you need to look at if you upgrade, a lot of times when you upgrade, you get access to the different areas. Like if you upgrade and you're on an American, you may get access to a food when you get there and all of that. So maybe you look at that if you're flying to Atlanta or you're flying to Miami, look at where you can get into like if you're in an upgraded seat, you can get to the all the drinks, you can get to the
Yeah,
lounge rooms and everything. So lots of
You
times
talking
I've
about
heard
the
people do
rooms
that.
and the lounges in
Yeah,
the,
the
what do you call
lounges.
them? The lounges in the
Yeah, like
airport.
in the airport, like
executive
an Admiral
like
Club or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Admiral
Well,
Club.
I'm flying with someone who has privilege, so we already going to have the Admiral Club. So I don't
Okay.
even need to do
Okay.
that. So we'll have access to the Admiral Club.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll go upgrade
Yeah.
on the leg of the flight when they can go to the lounges and
Yeah, and
get
that was a
drinks
good
and
thing.
food and
I am flying with someone who kind of have a little bit more flight privileges.
okay.
So we're gonna get all the stuff before you get on the plane, and then a couple of things, like bags and stuff like that, while we're
Okay.
on the plane. But I was just wondering if it was even worth it because
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. But I mean, if it's comfort, I'll have to see if it's worth it for me. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little more research. I figure I'll spend some time this weekend doing research.
Okay.
So yeah, that's probably it. I think, and other than that, other than drama in the news, why they do juvenile like that? I love me some juvenile.
Me too. Yeah.
And juvenile, they how you purchase a first class seat and they come and tell you you need to move to coach.
That's wrong.
That
It
is
was
That is
wrong.
absolutely
totally wrong.
wrong. It was absolutely wrong.
That is totally wrong. And
And then
how do you
they talk to him like, "Okay, well, you're gonna be moving to a coach seat." He's like, "No, I
no?
paid for this seat. This is the
Yeah,
seat that's
He
on
was
my
like,
that I
"But
paid
I would
for."
just get off the flight,
he
He
and
did.
did.
he
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 got
did.
out.
did.
He
He
yeah,
got
And
he
out.
got out.
Southwest don't really have first class, but Southwest gave him like all the priority and they gave him all the bells and whistles. But I'm kind of appalled that
Yeah.
right now you're asking me, do I want to upgrade to first class? If I say yes, and then I get there and you tell me, oh, but you got to go sit back in your regular seat. Do you know, do you act a fool? Because I think I
No, you
might have to
don't.
act I'm gonna act a fool.
No, don't. Please don't.
They
He
gonna tell you
didn't. I
I'm
mean,
gonna be on a no-fly list. I'm gonna
Juvenile
be
stayed pretty
they,
calm. I mean,
No,
he
he
was
he,
just
he
he
did.
stayed really
I
calm. He
watched
just
that
said,
video. He stayed pretty
he
calm, and he
said
was like, "Well,
he said,
I'm
I'm a
just gonna get off.
celebrity. I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
get
get
off
off.
and even
yeah.
his
I
wife,
don't
she said,
fly
yeah,
basic. I don't fly there. I
And
fly first
he
class."
brought 10 people, his entire band. So they were also on the flight, but they were in coach. So he bought 10 tickets. So he bought his whole band and he did not want to just disrupt everything for everyone. So he did pretty much get up and just, say, "Hey, you know what? I'm just going to get off the plane." And you know what? I want my money back. I want like 20,000, 50, 60,000 miles. And I need comp tickets
yeah.
if you ever want me to fly here again. Something.
Yeah.
I
I
need
don't
some.
know what I don't we don't know what really happened with that because we were on a flight this summer and someone didn't get their boarding pass. They didn't they
Yeah.
they
They
didn't
didn't check
they,
in
they didn't
time.
check in.
So
Well,
and
they
they
didn't check
got
in. They walked on and they thought they had checked their boarding pass, but they didn't check it. And then they got there, and then somebody else was in the same
a
seat.
seat.
Yeah,
Hmm.
if
So,
they
so
had
you
they
need
had
to make
double
sure your
booked,
board. Yeah,
is that the one with the lady and they had
yeah,
double booked the
yeah,
seat? It was two people in the same seat.
yeah,
And the person who actually checked in and got the seat,
yeah.
the other person, even though they may have been after them, they had to get up and leave, and you don't have a seat,
So I
but you didn't
wondered
check in.
if something like that happened with Juvenile. Did he not check in, and is that
First
why they didn't
class.
have? Yeah, I
He
mean,
fly
yeah,
everywhere. I can
yeah,
imagine.
yeah,
I think he may have been racially profiled. They probably looked,
maybe,
he tatted
yeah.
up, he got gold teeth and grill. They probably said, dude, you're supposed to be back there in
Ah,
coach.
what if he paid for that first class ticket? He wasn't.
But I don't think that they would have done that to a Republican.
No.
Oh, oops.
I'm telling you, if you look a certain way, I'm pretty sure they would have been like, he's probably got this seat. They would have thought twice. And same thing with that lady who had to get up in her seat when the non-sophisticate came over and said, "This is my seat." The African American woman, they made her get up.
Yeah.
The-
But they
Clearly,
said she didn't. They said she didn't check in though. She was sitting in that seat, but somehow she walked through
flying
and they
while
didn't
black,
scan her.
flying while black. I'm telling you, salt and pepper or pepper. One of them last week, and it's becoming one of these things that why is it always let me make sure you're not in the right, before they're saying you may be right. Let me go and verify and check and make sure that everything's okay. I just have to say I'm always go, and I hate to always throw race in there, but I'm always have to wonder why, and this could not have been the very first time. If you overbooked, yeah, I don't know why you go to him. I'm pretty sure they probably had, well, how many people in first class? 8 to 10 people in first class.
Nobody. Yeah, we get to go to
But
some.
he was
Yeah,
the one, not
yeah.
his wife. He was the one they were like, "You go back in the back." So I'm gonna have to do some research on, what the
What exactly
policy is.
happened?
What is
Yeah.
the policy? So yeah, that but hey, try flying while black. You got to come prepared. And not act a fool. Go
Yeah,
high.
no, definitely don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we go high. Okay, we go. No, I let that go. But anyway, but that's how it is. Life of a flyer.
Well, ladies, the travel world again. Each week we come on, it's getting
It's
getting
interesting.
crazier.
It's interesting every time.
Every
Yes, it
time,
So
every
is.
stay
single time.
tuned to the next time.
Well,
It's
ladies, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
If you live in an older home, it may contain lead-based paint on walls, woodwork, and windows. Even more bad news, lead exposure can be dangerous to young children and impact their brain development. And now, the good news. Hennepin County will fix lead hazards in your home at no cost to you.
We were worried because of the paint in the windows in the bedroom. They were peeling and chipping, and we know that when paint peels and chips and it looks a certain way, that's possibly lead. We were worried for our children more so than anything.
Eligible homes can qualify for up to $15,000 in upgrades. You may even qualify for new energy-efficient windows. Don't worry, Hennepin County has a trusted list of pre-approved contractors. You won't even have to find companies with correct licenses or certifications.
I've just done a test and it's positive. So we know that this is lead-based paint, and then we know it's a hazard because it's creating dust every time this window moves and opens. And if you look in here, that's just full of lead paint chips.
You won't have to stay with your cousin while you're getting the lead out. Hennepin County even pays for you and your family to stay in a hotel while the work is underway. The last good news is how easy it is to apply. Just go to hennepin.us/lead control to get started.
I'm really happy with the program. We can go to bed knowing that our children are safe.
That's hennepin.us/lead control. Tell your friends about it.
I'm Brandon Jones, host of the Teen Mental Health podcast, It Is Not Your Fault.
And I'm Lambert Fisher, family therapist and host of the Diversity Dude podcast.
We're not always going to be all right, and that's what makes us human. Often, when we're in pain or even thinking of suicide, we may not want others to know, but you'll feel better if you talk to someone, and you can do that safely and anonymously.
We can recognize when loved ones are not okay. They bottle up, they isolate, they're angry.
That's why we want you to know about 988, Minnesota Lifeline, for someone you're worried about or even yourself.
Anyone with an emotional or mental health related need can call, chat, or text 988 for free, confidential support. You can connect with 988 to discuss difficulty with money, relationships, anxiety, your job, concerns about drug or alcohol use, grief support, figuring out your identity, and more.
You don't even have to identify yourself or the person you're calling about, and no insurance is needed.
988 is available 24/7 year-round and can interpret in more than 200 languages.
So take a brave step. Call or text 988.
Or chat at 988lifeline.org. You don't have to do this alone.